edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter when I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside is a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines on the sea, it calls me, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling up to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go.
Can I get my second MC? Hello?
How far will I go? How far will I go? How far will I go? How far will I
Buddy.
Hey guys, I'm Julio.
And I'm Isaac. We're going to be this year's MCs.
So I hope that together we can have fun and learn about Never Alone.
Just a little note here. We're going to be having 2 intermissions, which are 10-minute breaks where you can eat food. You can hang out with friends.
Ha! Friend. God.
What are you talking about? You got a lot of friends.
Oh yeah? I have so many friends, and why do I feel so alone? Checkmate.
Wow. Did you already forget how you're never alone?
That doesn't answer my question.
That's okay. Being never alone is a pretty serious topic. And you're going to learn a little more about it later.
Well, moving on. There are a couple rules and instructions we need you guys to know.
Please be respectful of the church. When you're eating, please don't make too big of a mess. And if you do, please clean it up.
Please be respectful of the performers. Don't yell at us or insult us. Don't blind us. Yeah, we get it.
On that note, who here has some form of electronic device? Please put it on silent, because the buzzing and beeping might be kind of distracting to the performance.
And, yeah. So there are a couple of washrooms down the hallway. They're very nice, and yeah, there are some footprints leading up to them, so they should be easy to find. Why are there footprints leading up to them, actually? They're really creepy.
They're made of paper, buddy.
Well, my eyesight is really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I even go as far as to say it's perfect.
Well, that's a nice coincidence, because our next song is perfect.
meetings. We were just kids and we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes, you're holding mine. And baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, you heard it, don't you look perfect tonight? Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. And baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Yeah, are you okay?
I don't know.
Can you sing the alphabet?
A.
Miss, can you get on stage and introduce the first game?
Thank you, wonderful MCs, for the very warm welcome. To the people who didn't catch it, my name's Amos. I'm going to be leading games this evening, and I have 3 very exciting games lined up. This first one, it's a bit of a warm-up. It's a Coffeehouse classic called Bring It Up. And the object of the game is, I'm going to say something to bring up, and naturally you bring it up, and you win a prize. So let's just jump straight into it. Bring it up, a sweater/hoodie. On the stool. Good job. What's your name? Let's give Andrew a round of applause. Okay, second thing I would like you to bring up, 3 different colored shoelaces. This might take some time. Okay, it doesn't have to come off the shoe. It doesn't have to come off the shoe. Anyone? Looks alright. What's her name?
Aaliyah.
Let's give Aaliyah a round of applause. Good job. Third item, a pair of Apple earbuds. On the stool. I know your name, but just tell the crowd.
I'm Calvin.
Give Calvin a round of applause, everyone. Okay, can I get a business card? Anyone? Got it? You got it? She's still fine. What's happening? Do you even have one? Oh. Thank you for left this. Excuse me. Still up for grabs if anyone has a business card. Okay. Let's see. What's your name? Okay, thank you, Darren. Let's see. Mark Zial Sita, a barber, in case any of you are interested in getting a haircut. Thank you very much. Let's see, this one's hard. I'd be surprised if anyone could get this, but 65 cents in exact change. Looks like no one's contesting this, just Simon. Anyone want to challenge Simon? Oh! Good, congratulations. What's your name? Michael, congratulations. Round of applause. Very close fight, everyone. And this last one. Can I get a couple up on stage? Anywhere. Any couple Can I get your name?
I'm Lena.
I'm Mo.
Okay, 1 round of applause for Lena Mohammed. Thank you for playing, everyone. And I will lead you in more games in the evening. Now I'll pass it back to the MCs. Thank you.
Wow, that looked so fun. I wish I could have been one of the MCs.
Wait, but you are.
What? What do you mean?
You are one of the MCs. You're doing this with me.
Huh? No, calm down, dude.
What are you talking about?
It's my opinion, dude. Don't judge.
It's not your opinion, man. It's your reality.
Your reality as in our next song?
Ian got this.
Both of you.
I imagine a future where I can be with you.
that was pretty good. Okay, you know what else is good? Oh my goodness.
Is there anyone in the audience named Grace?
So sorry, guys. Are we named Grace?
Oh. Could I ask you to join me in a game of rock, paper, scissors? Well, she won.
Grace won. Well, that's pretty natural, because you know, Grace always wins.
You know, our next song is Grace Wins. My weakest moment I see you shaking your head in disgrace. I can read the disappointment written all over your face. Here come those whispers in my ear, saying, who do you think you are? Looks like you're on your own from here. Grace could never reach that far.
Now you guys have a break. It's 10 minutes.
There are a lot of things you can do. You can get food down the hallway. Just make sure there are 2 rooms with food in them. So, but they all have the same stuff. So just, and there's drinks in the middle. So just go through one, come out the other. Thank you.
And as we mentioned before, the washroom is all the way down the hallway. There'll be footprints leading up to it. Just follow it, you'll be fine.
There's an open mic right now, so if you're brave enough to sing for all of us, then go ahead. We're gonna wait for a few more people to come in. So yeah, sorry for scamming you guys. We're gonna wait for a few more people to come in.
Doesn't matter, everybody's eating the sandwich this time.
So, who was here at Coffeehouse 2 years ago? I mean, I wasn't here, so you guys are old. So yeah.
Who was here last year? Haha, you're still old. I wasn't here either.
But, you know, it's a little like different though, right?
It's not like butterflies and rocket ships anymore.
It's like there's a change.
You'll be saying that everything has changed.
Yeah, that's the next song, Everything Has Changed.
Since 18 hours ago, it's green.
Everything has changed.
No, that's bad.
Ouch. But you know what isn't bad?
By singing?
No, the video for Restoring Hope that we're about to show.
So I don't know if some of you guys noticed, but when you get food, there's a poem up there. So there's this, footprint poem. And basically it illustrates how God walks with us every step of our lives, even in the darkest hour when we feel like everyone would turn their back on us. So it shows that we are not actually alone. So this year, EACO will continue to support Restoring Hope Ministries, a youth shelter which helps to support youth who experience homelessness, mental health issues, or addictions in our city. Thank you for your support. Together with your donations from EACO members, we managed to raise up to $470. So thank you guys all so much. 95. And 95 items. And we'd like to give the mics back to our lovely MCs, so take it away.
That's good. My life feels like greatness.
Wow. What made you say this?
Well, I was eating some food intermissions, and I ate this.
Okay, and Amos, come up here and let's get some games going.
Hello everyone, I'm back for our second game of the evening. So can I safely assume that everyone here has played Jenga before? Yeah, but have you guys heard of chess clock Jenga? It's a fast-paced, fun, exciting variation of regular Jenga. I'll quickly go over how it works. So it's like regular Jenga. Regular rules apply, right? You're just falling apart. Except, instead of this regular Jenga, we're gonna have a chess clock with it. So I have a chess clock projected on the screen. It's connected to my phone. Basically, when it's your turn, your timer ticks down, right? And when your turn is over, you press your side, and it switches to the other team or the other player, and then their timer starts ticking down, and so on and so forth. So chess clock Jenga, it's really fun because not only do you have to make sure you don't knock the tower over, but you also want to conserve your time as much as possible. So everyone clear the rules. Can I get some volunteers? Julia? Yeah. And someone from this side, Simon, come on up. Okay, so I'm giving you both 1 minute. I don't know if you can see it that well, but you can definitely see it on my phone. You have 1 minute for each. So are you guys both ready?
Sure, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Julia's gonna start. So Simon, whenever you're ready, just press your side and Julia's side will start ticking down. Wait. Music! Music! Okay, I'll commentate. Simon, very good move. Down the middle. Looks like they're both attacking the middle of the tower. None of them are going for the bottom. And there's the music. Simon, one hand, what are you doing? You guys got this. Very good move by Simon. The bottom is now completely unsupported. Fast move by Julia. So you can kind of see that Julia's kind of leading by a few seconds, but it really doesn't matter if the tower falls over. I'm not trying to stress you guys out. A minute has passed, we have a minute left to go. It's very shaky at this point. Simon, you got this. Oh! Good job, all. Thank you for playing. I have prizes. So, first prize gets this. Simon, come back. You have a consolation prize. Yeah, we're gonna do a second round. So, do I have any more volunteers? Someone from this side. You in the white, come on up. And anyone from this side?
Isaac.
Anybody? Okay, someone else from this side. Duncan, come on. It's already shaky. How's that possible? Okay. Let's just reset this. Just want to give him a win. Okay, just to go over, same rules apply. One hand only, and use the same hand for like moving the piece and the chess clock. So, what's your name?
Victor.
Victor's gonna start, so Duncan, just tap your side and his timer will start. And it's off. You need to put it on top. Well, loose piece in the middle. Very good move. Okay. Duncan is already setting his hand. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened there. Maybe the judge. Hey, come back. Still get a prize. Duncan, for this very short game, you win. And Victor, you get a consolation prize.
Victor, stop.
And those are 2 rounds of chess clock Jenga, everyone. Round of applause. Hand it back to the MC.
A song dedicated to Jenga.
Cool, what would be in it?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like it's really sad when the tower falls down, right?
Yeah, it's like a pretty fast and depressing song.
Well, maybe not depressing. More of a sad song.
Yeah, I guess I can see that, because like, our next song is a sad song.
Exploding in the sky with you, I'm alive. Like all the missing pieces of my heart, they finally collide. So stop time right here in the moonlight, 'cause I don't ever wanna close my eyes. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn, like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of You're my favorite part of me. With you standing next to me, I've got nothing to fear. Without you, I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn, like a sail in a storm. Without you, yeah, I'm without you. I feel broke, like I'm half of a whole.
Without you, I've got no hand to hold.
Without you, I feel torn, like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. I'm just a sad song.
Wow, William, you sound really sad in that song.
Yeah, sure. But now, who would like to invite Sam, our youth pastor? Hey everyone. You guys having a good time? I don't know about you, but this is amazing. These guys are great. I've only been here 4 months, but I'm super proud of them already. So good job guys, and I'm looking forward to more. So yeah, as I was introduced, my name is Sam. Just give you a little bit of background. Before this, I was at another church in Ottawa, and let's see if I can do this. I thought it'd be fun. Should start a timer so it doesn't take too long. Just to kind of give you a quick snapshot of, I don't know, I guess where I've been. So before Ottawa, I was in Calgary, I was in Brampton, I was in Calgary again, Toronto, Regina, Saskatchewan, and London, Ontario, Hamilton, bunch of little places in between, and then Vietnam. So yeah, born and raised in Vietnam for a good 10 years, and here I am now. So, and so yeah, just before this, I was at a church called Ottawa Vietnamese Alliance Church. Let's see if this thing is working. Yeah, that was my church family, kind of like you guys, but they were kind of my first love. They were my first church, official church after school, after my seminary, and that's me on the bottom right. Let's see if this is working. So that's me there. You guys can see on the other side. And then I am married to that beautiful, my childhood crush ever since I was 12. Came over here, and 2 years after I moved over here, set my eyes on her, and I'm like, she's mine, and she is. Her version might be a little bit different, but mine's cooler. And that's our little daughter. Her name is Keziah. We call her Kezi for short, and I picked it out of the Bible. Yeah, no, obvious, but it was in a section where it's talking about. There's 3 of them, like they're a set of sisters, and they're like the most beautiful women in the land. I'm like, I gotta have one of those names. So, so this is our group is called the Upper Room TUR, and this was one of our Christmas celebration about 2 years ago. And as you can see, we're having a good time, being silly, laughing. It's very much like this. We would do acts and games and activities, and I don't know, vote on each other about different things. We'll just like, create different category, and they're really silly. And we're just having a good time. And this is obviously one of the silly picture out of all of our pictures. And we're celebrating, full of life, and things are happening, right? And it's a good snapshot of the church that I was at, and I love them, and I did life with them. I share the good, the happiness, the good, sad, and everything in between with them, and they with me. But things weren't always happy and rosy and filled with life, right? There's more under the surface. And you guys can probably relate with this, right? You can be like this. You can have a smile on your face, like me. You can be silly. I can be working with them. I can, pour my life out to them. But there are times in my life, and this is not all the time, right? I'm not trying to paint a picture. I'm like a lonely guy all the time. I'm not, right? But there are times. There are days, there are seasons. Sometimes, this was back, I think, what year are we at? I lost track of time. 2017, is that where we're at? No, 2018. So this, trust me, once you finish school and work and all that stuff, years get blurred. At least for me. And anyways, there's a good months and years sometime that I feel kind of lost. I feel kind of like, what am I doing? You've heard it said before that sometimes, when you finish school and you work, you kind of go through this cycle. Like, you work, you wake up, you work, and then you go home just to wake up and work again. Just this cycle. And I found myself in that cycle. Even though I was doing what I love, and I knew that as a believer in God, I knew that God called me to this. So in a way, inside, internally, it was more like that. Minus the sun, okay? The sun looks kind of nice, but no, I felt I was alone. I felt I was lonely. I felt like lost. I felt like, what am I doing, right? And there's different things that add to that. So just a quick side note, just in case there's friends of people from my old church, has nothing to do with the church, right? It has nothing to do with the people outside. Things could be happening so much outside, but I think it more has to do with the individual. Right? There's just something that just not connecting with the life, with the joy, the party, social media, and all that stuff that's happening outside. It's just still something inside of me that I was still kind of missing. Right? And it wasn't always like this. And so inside, I was kind of like feeling like this, right? I was lots of people, lots of friends, lots of stuff happening. I married my childhood crush. We have a beautiful daughter. I couldn't ask for more, right? If you were to kind of check off a list like the American dream like that, I have it all, right? Minus the house, which is kind of cool. I don't have a mortgage, but so that's good, right? Something, and actually, this kind of carried on to last year, the end of last year, before I transitioned to this. It got pretty bad to the point where I was questioning my faith in God. Right? Like, this was God. I was like going to church, teaching, and trying to encourage people like, hey, there's a God out there. But there are times, there are seasons, there are moments, there are nights that I was like, I don't know, God. There's a disconnect with what I read about you, I hear about you, I see happening in other people's lives, but it's not real in my life. I question, obviously, that led me to question about like, I don't know if what I'm doing as a vocation, as a job, as a pastor, I don't know I can even do that anymore because I feel like I would be a hypocrite to do that. So my plan, mid last year, I was like, okay, I'm going to transition out, and I'm going to take 8 months to figure things out. 8 months because that's how long you can get like an EI for. So I'm like, okay, 8 months should be enough. But thank goodness I didn't go that route because God had other plans. God had a little transition, a little opening for me toward this church. And I think it's meant to be in terms of like, this church was looking and I was kind of like, kind of free agent kind of thing. But anyways, they said like, hey, do you want to check us out? They heard that I was kind of ending on that time. I'm like, okay, like, let's see. Like, let's see if God has a better option. And he did. So, long story short, I only have 10-15 minutes to like tell the life story here. But that was a beginning of a journey that led me from someone who's feeling really lost and lonely and alone for a good 2-3 years, I would say, to discover that like I'm never alone, but furthermore that I am alone together with God. Sorry, I kind of missed a slide there. Why do I say that? Coming here, I think the church had blessed me, has done a lot for me than I have done for the church so far. The church has given me, and the leadership and the people here has been so good. And I think it's really from God. He has led me to a place where I'm rediscovering again what it means to be in a relationship with God. And maybe for those of you who's been in relationship, like who goes to church and stuff like that, maybe you understand that. Like we talk about this thing, this relationship with God is real, it's two-way. But so much for my life, I was saying that, but I was operating in terms of like, okay, God, just tell me what to do, and I'll go do it. And I was just do my own thing under the banner of God. But it was here that I discovered, and I think by the goodness of God, that this idea that this relationship with my God is real, with God's two-way is so real. And let me illustrate it this way. I use this picture because there's one time I used this, I did this exercise to kind of help connect with God on a two-way street. There's this thing called prayer in your relationship, in my relationship with God. And oftentimes you go and you talk, right? It's like, okay, good, God, make those things happen, and you move on. But there's this other aspect where a two-way relationship requires listening, requires following, requires taking time to hear God. And I did that. I think for a good 15 years, I rarely do that. I try to do that, but I kind of like, God, I can't do this. It's too hard. So when I began to do that, it helps for me to close my eyes. I would close my eyes and I draw near to God, be with God. I'm like, God, okay, I want to make this thing a two-way street thing. I want to hear you. I want for you to be a part of my life. I would close my eye and I would see kind of this picture. For the first couple of while, I saw myself kind of sitting on a cliff, looking at a sunset. And then I began to kind of visualize and envision that there's a God beside me in this picture. And that's why I say I'm alone. Maybe physically, maybe like I feel alone, but I'm alone together with God. He's there. There's that another reality where God is there with me all the time, regardless what. The question is, am I listening? Am I slowing down enough to hear and sense God? I just want to share with you that being able to realize this reality that God is with me I know it sounds kind of like too good to be true or cheesy, but it has transformed my life, has brought me alive. Because I realized that God is there to encourage me, to comfort me, to love me, to cheer me on. Often in this moments, I would hear God saying that He is proud of me, that He loves me.
Maybe a brief side note. Earlier, I was just taking a moment before I came up. I just saying just trying to listen to God. And for those who are performing up here, I sense God saying that He is so proud of you, that He knew you had it in you to do what it is that you've been doing. I'm like, cool, God, that's so cool. And God only has good things, encouraging, like building up things to say about us and about me. So this whole journey it's not just about hearing God or sensing or realizing that He's there with me wherever I am, any moment of the day, but that He is doing life with me. If I take time to kind of say, God, what's happening? What do you see in this moment? What do you say? Or what's happening in my life? What's happening in my emotion right now? Why am I feeling this way? And He will help me. He will unpack things for me. So you may be here today experiencing this at one point of your life or another, maybe even now. I wish someone told me this before, earlier, or maybe they did and I just kind of like, not for me. But when you feel alone, when you are lonely, and all the emotion that comes with it, I believe as someone believes in the God of the Bible that you are truly not alone. That there is a God that is there that's saying, I'm with you. Just take a moment, just pause and listen and hear and sense me and just see what life is like with me journeying with you. I have 1 minute left, so can we try something? Just, can I borrow 1 minute of your life? Sounds kind of cool, right? What if this is true? Could you just try it out with me? If it's true, then you have all to gain. And if it's not true, to respect, where you're coming from, then you just lose a minute, right? You already lost 14 minutes with me anyway. But so can I try? Okay, so I have less than a minute now. But okay, I had a different exercise, but because of time, we're going to go with this exercise. Can you take 30 seconds and just quiet your mind, quiet whatever schedule, agenda, deadlines that are bouncing in there. I know I've been there. You're here, you're like, oh man, I have this thing coming up and all that stuff. Try and quiet and just to listen. Just to listen if God will speak and say something to you in this moment. Okay, and I always say, we're listening to God, say, God, what is on your heart for me right now? Okay, just 30 seconds. Okay. So it might come in a word, a picture, a feeling. Just hold on to that. If God shares something with you, that's gold. Okay, so I was set my 30-second timer. I know, I'm sorry, I'm over like a minute now. Okay. I was set at 30-second timer. I will join in with you and just to listen. Okay. Ready, set, go. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
This is a very new game. I doubt if any of you heard of it. It's called Challenge. So can I just invite 3 pairs of good friends up to the stage? Jenny and Lena, come on up. You two, and you two, yeah, okay, come on up. So can I get one person from each team to stand at the front here? 1, 2, 3. So can I get one person from each team to stand? 1, 2, 3, and their friend to just stand behind them a little backstage. So let's quickly go over how the game works. So I'm gonna give you guys a challenge, a category, like how many phone brands can you name in a minute, and the person in the front is gonna bet on how well the friend in the back can do it. So for example, Andrew could say, I think my friend can name 1 phone brand in a minute. And then, what's your name? Wade could say, I think my friend can name 2 phone brands in a minute. And so on and so forth until there's a top bidder. The top bidder will have 1 minute to do the challenge. If they can do it, they win a prize. If they can't, the second highest bidder has 1 minute to do the challenge. If they can do it, they win the prize. Otherwise, we'll just move on. Is everything clear? Any questions? Okay, so I would like that when we're debating the challenge, like no communication between the person in the front Okay, yeah, I know, but it's the rule. Okay, here's the first challenge. How many cereal brands can you name in a minute? I mean, your friend, name in a minute.
How much what?
How many cereal brands can your friend name in a minute?
8.
8 cereal brands. Anyone want to challenge that? 10 cereal brands in a minute. Anyone want to challenge that? 11 cereal brands. Anyone?
You have a
Wait.
lot of faith in me. I have faith.
No? No? Okay, so Jenny, come on up. You have 1 minute to name 11 cereal brands. Whenever you're ready, just go. Okay, you know what? 3, 2, 1, go.
Cocoa Puffs, Reese's Cocoa Puffs, Corn Flakes, Frosted Flakes, Life, Special K, Reese's Pieces, Reese's Pieces, the wheat thing, Cheerios, Raisin Bran, the Rainbow Flakesy things are American, but I can't remember the rainbow. The Fruity Pebbles.
Good, that's 11. Good. That was in 30 seconds, so congratulations. You both get a prize. Okay, now let's switch spots. So, person in the front, person to the person in the back, and vice versa.
Assume I know less than you. Assume less.
Here is the second challenge. Quiet, please. So, you see those footprints on the banner and basically everywhere? How many footprints can you draw on that whiteboard in a minute? Can your friend draw on that whiteboard in a minute?
Question.
I will be the judge of what a footprint is and what a hand is.
How about 17?
17 footprints in a minute.
21.
21 footprints in a minute.
I think Lena could do 25.
25 footprints. Anyone want to challenge that? 25 footprints in a minute.
Please challenge it.
Hey, what are you doing?
What?
25.
Nah.
No, that means 26, right?
Nah.
It's just one more. Come on.
What is a lot?
What if you're fast?
He isn't though.
Okay. Eddie?
My boy Peng is gonna draw 26 in 1 minute.
26 footprints in 1 minute. Anyone want to challenge that?
Can I do it?
You may not.
Dang it. Okay, I'm going 27.
27?
29.
29.
35.
36.
36 footprints.
40.
40 footprints in a minute. Are you going to raise the stakes? You will not. Okay, Lena, come on up. You have 1 minute to draw 40 footprints. Okay, Lena, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, begin.
These look like kids.
I'm not done yet. Hey, stop trash out. Let my teammate do her work. Please.
This is allowed.
No trash talk. Stop it. I'm not done yet. Leave me alone.
Everyone, Duncan, get back here.
How many?
Don't you want Starburst?
Yeah, I'll get him later.
15 seconds, Lena. Come on, Lena, you got this. 3, 2, 1, drop the marker. Okay. Let us count. First of all, it's not... Okay, it's my discretion what a footprint is. So when I practiced this with my friends, they drew actual footprints. But I'll be nice, because I know you didn't get 40 anyway. So
Why are we not going to be accepting of all footprints?
this is not
People might only have like 3 toes.
does
It's fine.
that look like that?
You didn't say how to look like
I did. Pass the literacy test. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 that are sort of
I raise you a
right.
challenge to do 47.
What? No. Okay. Go back.
Much better.
Okay, let's invite Andrew, who is the second highest bidder, to do 37 in 1 minute.
No, we're not.
Just draw a circle and then erase something.
Yeah, do that 36 times. Okay, Andrew, are you ready?
Just draw a person.
3, 2, 1, go! You have to do 37.
It's a work in progress. It looks like I just
40 seconds.
How many do I need? What?
37.
I don't know how
No. Eddie, calm down.
you assuming that
30 seconds.
I say backwards D. Why not? Sure, that's no, right?
5 toes on each. Come on, Andrew. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's all count these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I can only count the first row. I'm sorry. Just because we felt like it, we're going to give the prize to the 13. Made responsibly. Okay, let's move on to the third round. Back to positions and switch.
There's another one.
Okay, how many high schools can your friend name in a minute?
Why are you doing this? I can do this.
150. 150. Are you going to take that back? Okay, wait. Just in case, by some weird fluke, he doesn't name 150. What's your bid? 5. You know?
Jenny can do a solid 7 high school.
7 high schools. Wait, don't shout
I
out.
can do more than 6.
80. 8.
14 high school.
14 high schools? Okay, so let's begin with Eddie. You have, yeah. Okay, you have 1 minute to name 150 high schools.
AHS, BHS, CSS, DSS, ESS, FSS, EOM, SRB, let's see. Colonel By, what's in your relevant one? Bell, let's see. What else? This Colonel one probably still in my mind, I know why. No, I got this. Let's see. AY Jackson, I hate you. Holy Trinity.
15 seconds.
Waterloo High School. University of Waterloo High School. University of Waterloo Engineering High School. Geomatics High School. Defer to CS High School.
Very good attempt by Eddie. Round of applause, everyone. to take the steal if you can name 14 high schools in 1 minute.
Alright. Earl of March, SRB, A.Y. Jackson, Holy Trinity, Elmwood School for Girls, Wilson, Karen Wilson, excuse me, Kareem Wilson, keep going! Does it have to be in Ottawa? Okay, Ashbury, thank you. Saskatoon High School. Manitoba High School. Calgary High School. Multiple other types of high schools. Then, go. I'm thinking. I don't remember.
5 seconds, come on, get 2 more.
All Saints and Calgary.
Good job. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, let's switch again for the final round. Okay, everyone listening. Quiet please. How high can your friend count in 1 minute?
1.
35.
I think she can count to about
60.
75.
75.
36.
75 is still the highest pitch. Jenny? 80.
81.
81.
90.
90.
91.
91.
92. What are you doing?
93.
4.
5.
6.
7.
8.
9.
110.
110.
111.
111.
120.
120.
121.
121.
Can you use decibels?
22.
Give up, please.
123.
123.
124.
124.
125.
Okay, 3 more bids. 125.
300.
300. Duncan, you want to just like jump in?
I said 36.
Okay, Lena, come on. You have 1 minute to count to 300.
What are the references been in the 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 45, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 78, 100, 100, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 111, 140, 120, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 30,
Sorry, I can't give that to you. But she did get halfway. So round of applause, everyone. So, as per the rules, the second highest bidder has 1 minute to win the prize. So Andrew, 133.
I'm sorry.
How much? I don't even think I do 124.
No, I made it to 130 feet.
No, they said 130.
Oh. They said 124. And then
No way I can do that.
let's go.
1 minute.
Stop.
Three, two, one. go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. 91, 92, 93, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110. 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134.
Good job! You had 5 seconds on the clock. Congratulations, everyone, round of applause. Thank you for joining me in tonight's game. I'll pass it back to the
all day, but worrying, you worry your life away. Oh, don't worry your life away. You can't change a single thing by freaking out. It's just gonna close you in. Oh, don't let the trouble win. You may feel alone, but you're not on your own. La 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 la. You can hold the world, you can hold it home. And la 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 la. Not a field of flowers, leaves it noted. Oh, even the sparrows, he hopes tomorrow. It's hard to miss, everything can change when you make it. Oh, he wants to carry it and free the care of God. When you let it go, you'll find that he's enough. Oh, you'll never leave his love. Don't walk alone. La 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 la, you can hold the world, you can hold it home. La 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 la, not a field of flowers, it's noted. Oh, even the sparrow knows, he hopes tomorrow. There's not a single shot that's out of place. There's nothing broken, you can't remake. If you long for hope when you're afraid, oh, look at the sparrow. Look at the sparrow. La 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 la. You can hold the world, you can hold it home. La 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 la. Not a field of flowers, leaves it noted. Oh, even the sparrow knows, he hopes tomorrow. Joke. Hey, get this one? You are alone. Alright. Well, our first ticket says
Bettina, where's the gift basket?
964 5600.
Our next ticket says 964 5610.
And our very last ticket says 964 5615.
Well, now let's invite two really awesome people on stage.
You guys already know them. It's Bettina and Ellie, who are the co-chairs of this Coffeehouse. And we'd like to be thankful for being so awesome.
Okay, so thank you guys for coming. We'd like to say a couple of special thank yous though. So if you notice that nice footprint over there, that is not an actual footprint. It was drawn by the lovely Joanne Yin, so let's give her a hand. Another tip, speaking of art, art, you'll notice that these decorations look really nice and stuff. That was because of Karina and Rosetta for being the decoration hand. We'd also like to thank Simon for making the really nice banner and also the bookmarks that you guys will receive as you leave. So let's thank him. You can't forget to thank William and Isaac for being really funny at MC. So give them a round of applause. There's Priscilla, Ian, and Rosetta for helping with sign-in. They're the people you met on the way in. And Karina. And there's also Julie, Lights, and Margaret who helped take photos, so let's give all of those guys a hand. And also Morgan's dad who's right there videotaping. Yeah! We'd also like to thank the AV team with just Ivan. Performers came up here, but we couldn't have done it without Brianna and Joanne who helped lead us all, so let's give those two a big
Oh, and also we want to thank the food team for helping to organize all of the food, and also for all the people who donated the food. And the person who headed the food team is Andrew,
the person with the yo-yo! We'd like to thank Amos and Michael and all of his gaggle of game people to help us with the games because those are fun, so let's give them a hand. We'd like to thank Matthew and Pastor Sam for sharing their stories with us. We'd also like to thank Auntie Adrian and Pastor Sam for supervising us these past couple of weeks because
many hours.
Yeah, you guys spent a lot of hours, so we really appreciate that. We'd like to thank basically everyone who helped make Coffeehouse a success, and we'd also like to thank you guys for help filling out the form that you will later on, and to help us clean up this place. So thank you guys for doing that. Yeah, we really appreciate that. So God bless you all. Okay, that's a wrap. We're done. Seriously, please help us.